I grew up in the trailer park on welfare. Kids used to laugh at me because I'd wait in the welfare line to get the cheese and peanut butter. And mom says, you be proud of who you are. And I said, well, mom, they're all laughing at me in the bus. The bus goes by and they see me. Can I just like wait in the car? No, you be proud of who you are. All right, mom. She was 4'10" and bulletproof. She was tough. You know, I've seen her fight a grown man. And she broke her jaw and it was horrible. It was horrible. I never wished that on anybody, but it was back in the times, you know, and growing up, it was tough. And so I mowed lawns. I worked in a dairy, and I worked in a bakery, and I used to race dirt bikes. Had a dirt bike at 15, and then I bought an El Camino. I put the dirt bike in the El Camino. On my 15th birthday, I got my license. I actually drove the car to the DMV and had to drive with one of the ladies there, and she says, how'd you get here? I said, oh, my mom dropped me off and she had to go to work. She works over here, so she just dropped me off with the car. Oh, okay. And I passed with flying colors, and I'd win a little race with the dirt bike and win a little trophy bout like that. And I'm working in the bakery, and it's so hot. It's 4th of July. Everybody's barbecuing, having a good time. And one of my friends there at the bakery says, man, you should be a jockey. I said, a jockey? What do you mean? A disc jockey on the radio? What do you mean? He says, no, a jockey, a thoroughbred jockey, a horse jockey. You're riding horse. I said, wow. So he gave me a magazine. It was Quarter Horse Jockey magazine. I went home, and I was really close with my uncle. Because I lived in his trailer a lot of the time, so my mom moved around a lot. So I stayed with my uncle in one place, and I brought him some fresh bread home, and I said, Uncle Tim, my friend's a jockey. He said I should be a jockey. He said, I'm 17. He says, aren't you a little too old to start? I said, well, it's like riding those dirt bikes. I said, but it's on flat ground. I said, the flat ground got to be easy. And these jumps, these whoop-de-doos and all this. I said, you get $16 to ride, $26 to win. I said, he's got a brand new truck, a brand new trailer like yours, and a tall blonde. And he goes, well, that's all fine and dandy. He said, if you're going to do it, you go be the best you can. Don't stick around here, Pocatello, Idaho. Go to New York. Go to California. Go where you can make it. Make it big. Be the best you can. 2 weeks later, he got killed in a construction accident. And he was 34 years old. It was on Wednesday, the 11th of 1979, April the 11th, Wednesday. We buried him on Friday the 13th. And I was a pallbearer. I had my little suit and tie on. I got 28 cousins, all at this little trailer. And we lived kind of on the outskirts of town. There's government land on the side over here where we would try to go feed wild horses. We'd try to feed them carrots. They'd be gone. We couldn't get close to them. And we'd try to chase them on the dirt bike, and they'd just see a trail of dust. They'd be gone. We couldn't find them. They were just gone. So I needed a sign at this time. So I went and took off my sport coat. And my cousin goes, where are you going, Rob? I'm going across the street. I'm going through the barbed wire fence. I said, I'm going to touch these horses. If I can touch these horses, I'm going to be the best I can, what he told me to be. So I see him up on the top of the ridge. They're in a V like this, and the black one's right in the middle. Long mane, real dirty, snotty nose, kind of. I took a step forward. He took a step forward. Took a step forward. He took a step forward. I'm crying. I got tears coming down my eyes. I took a step forward. I lifted my hand up. That black one, he touched my hand. I went, whoa, I touched him. I touched him. Went again, he touched him again. He stomped the ground. I looked over. This one stomped the ground. I looked. I was surrounded. They stomping the ground. And I looked. I said, they could kill me right now. I can die right here. And I looked up. There was a perfect ring of dust rising up through the air. I look up. I see my uncle's face. How's that for a sign? Now go be the best you can. I said, oh, yeah, that was my sign. I used to race my El Camino. I had 43 tickets, suspended license, no insurance. So if I got out of town, I'd have to be a little bit legal. So I decided to put some legal plates on my Aunt Bonnie's plates. I took them off her Volkswagen, and I swapped plates with my El Camino and her Volkswagen. And I went to Phoenix, Arizona, where I met Mike Rowland. And we started double dating girls, having a great time. And then I came to New York, and I won my first race on a horse named Comanche Brave. I can remember walking through the tunnel saying, God, I know I asked you for many things, but this one time, if you could let me win a race in New York, I can go back and tell all my friends I won a race in New York. And I'll take that picture, I'll cherish it forever. And I won by 18 lengths and paid $43 to win a horse named Comanche Brave. And then I went on. I had some more blessings. I had gotten tired of dating these girls at the clubs in the 80s. They wanted to stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning drinking. And it's like, God, after about 2 years, I said, you got to have one woman here for me. There's got to be one girl somewhere. I got to go home. I said, I got $300,000 in the bank. My house is paid for. My car's paid for. And I'm by myself. I'm so lonely. I used to all these cousins and all this. And yeah, I win the stake. I'm the leading rider. I made it the best I could. But you need to bring a good woman. I need a good woman now to share this. So I said, I'm going to go home. So 1984, Friday the 13th, I went to the roller skating rink. I used to skate every Friday to lose a little weight. A little girl there, I thought she was 16 years old. She was 21 years old. I asked her to skate. She said she lived across the street from Belmont Park. And she climbed the tree and watched Secretariat win in 1973. And she said she never heard a crowd like that in her whole life. I said, what? She said, climbed a tree? You climbed a tree? I said, wow, this is a New York girl that climbed a tree. This is amazing. No lipstick, no gum, no big hair. It's like, this is perfect. She says, what brings you to New York? I said, well, my uncle told me to be the best I could. And he got killed. He's 34 years old. So I'm on my journey. I'm here. She goes, that's odd. My uncle got killed, 34 years old, in this construction accident. I said, well, mine had 3 daughters. She says, mine had 3 daughters. I got 3 cousins. I said, you got to be kidding me. I said, you know, we're meant for each other. We had 3 boys, 3 girls. Here we are today, saying our prayers every day. We're blessed to be here. And that's my story.